I'm shocked that he wasn't waiting with bated breath to come on here and victory lap us. It is Booger McFarland at ESPN Booger. Boog, what's up, man?
Well, how we doing, T-Bob? First of all, I couldn't victory lap you because I was taking care of some personal business. But now
Yeah,
that I'm on,
yeah.
I'm still not going to victory lap you
Yeah.
because
hmm
in the end, let's just be honest. Like when you watch that game, here's what I saw. I saw two defenses that were pretty equal. They just do it in different ways. But I saw a Saints offense that was not explosive, a quarterback that couldn't push the ball past 20 yards, and Sean Payton was schematically keeping them in the game. And with all that being said, they had a chance to go up 2 scores when Cook fumbles the ball. But when you look at the Buccaneers offense, didn't Tampa's offense just look better, more explosive, more playmakers? And so I think the best team won, which gives me a lot of pride in saying, but also I give a lot of credit to Sean Payton because they beat the Bucs twice this year with a team that I don't think was as good.
Yeah, I think, okay, so the Tampa offensive thing is a bit interesting because they certainly looked more explosive than the Saints did the other night. I did that have more to do with just how New Orleans played that day? Because, like, what was that Bucs offense without being set up in such nice situations by the turnovers, right? That's not to take away, but it wasn't like Brady was overwhelming a la an Aaron Rodgers or overwhelming a la a Pat Mahomes. I would say Josh Allen, but he wasn't overwhelming either last weekend. But you know what, Bug? That's the deal, right? The Saints lost the game that mattered. So any point that I try to make here, I'm coming from a point of weakness. Congratulations to you. Your Tampa Bay Bucs move on. And one of the main reasons why you mentioned all of it's how about Devin White on that defense, man?
Yeah, he was outstanding. And, for him to be able to line up and make the plays that he made over and over and sideline to sideline, just outstanding, man. And so, he's truly turning into one of the better linebackers in the league. And I think, his focus is on not just a Pro Bowl because he got snubbed for that. He'll be all pro one day. But
Yeah.
I think Tom Brady has shown this group that the only bowl that really matters is the Super Bowl.
Okay, and so with that in mind, your Buccaneers have now entered the Final Four. And we maybe have some of the most legendary quarterback matchups I can imagine with Rodgers and Brady on one side, Allen and Mahomes on the other. What about your Bucs going toe-to-toe with the Packers, man? Did very well regular season. How are you feeling about this matchup?
Yeah, the matchup early in the season really doesn't matter other than now I know kind of what to feel as far as going against a certain guy. But as far as schematically and how the teams are playing, it really doesn't mean anything. Aaron Rodgers is playing a position as good as anyone, man. And, Tom Brady and the Bucs offense, they got a ton of playmakers. So, to me, this game comes down to two things. Can the Bucs offense put up enough points? And can Green Bay's offensive line block Todd Bowles' blitz scheme? If either one of those offenses win that matchup, I think it'll go a long way toward winning the game.
Bug, before we get back to the NFL, the big news of the day today, at least here locally, is on LSU's defensive coordinator search. They thought they had Saints defensive line coach Ryan Nielsen locked up with a job. It later turns out that the Saints have the ability in the contract to block Nielsen from going to college. It's apparently not the first time that it's happened either. Do you have a read? I mean, look, you've been in a lot of locker rooms, you've seen a lot of coaching staffs, right? Do you have a read on this? Like, how do you think Ryan Nielsen feels today about being blocked from that opportunity? But, at the same time, he did get a new 3-year contract. He got the assistant head coach title. What's your read on the situation?
Well, first of all, the more money and the assistant head coaching title is something. It's not a lot.
Yeah.
Ultimately, I think what you're looking for in this business or the coaching business is you're looking for stature, climb the ladder, being promoted. And, even though he's the assistant head coach, he's essentially still a D-line coach.
Yeah.
So if you're Ryan, I think you have to have a plan. So maybe Sean Payton said, hey, if Dennis Allen gets the job somewhere else or when Dennis Allen leaves, you're the next in line to be the DC. So maybe they had that conversation. I don't know. Either way, ultimately everybody wants to be a head coach. And the way you become a head coach usually is become a coordinator. And he had an opportunity to become a coordinator at one of the top 5-10 schools in the country, and that was blocked. So I don't know if he'll ever forget that. I do know it's easy to kind of move forward, though, because you're a professional. You signed a new contract. You got a new deal. And that's what big boys do. But in the end, I think it'll always be in the back of his mind.
Yeah, I think that's probably unavoidable at this point. Hey, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, go ahead and like and subscribe below. You want more great Saints content? We got it all here on Off the Bench Overtime. Check out these other videos, share with your friends, and let's grow the Who Dat Nation together. Who Dat?